Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Welcome to your tarot reading. Please come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind, a desire to learn something and better yourself. If the messages that come through do not resonate for you, push them aside. Assume they're going out to someone else who needs to hear them. They might just resonate for you at a later time or date. Trust that your own intuition will separate what's meant for you and what is not. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. This is optional advice, guidance, and an energy check-in. That being said, we're going to set the intention to get Capricorn some clear, helpful, insightful messages wherever they are at on their spiritual journey right now. All right, let's do it for Capricorn. What's coming up in the past? An event in the past that is impacting them. Let's see. The Hierophant. All right, so possibly going down some sort of path of commitment. Possibly needing to collaborate or connect with someone who can give you advice or guidance. A teacher, a mentor, officiant. I'm hearing a couple different things there. All right. Possibly something with a Taurus as well. May have connected with a Taurus. Could also be an issue with the father figure that is, I don't know if weighing heavily, but there's an anticipation. There's like I'm hearing like knee-jerk reaction. There's a flinching. It's like, I don't know if it's waiting for the other shoe to drop. There could have been a fight, an argument, but it might not even be that, an issue. I don't know. I'm wanting to say there may be an issue, an ongoing issue with a father figure, a paternal figure in your life where it's just like, to be honest, guys, it almost feels like you may have someone who's getting a little bit old and, I'm trying to say it delicately, but they may have some issues with their faculty, or they may have mobility issues. And I'm not saying anything scary is happening. I think you'd already be aware of this, but it almost is like you've become their parent in a sense, like you're kind of their guardian and you're having to look out for them, and like you're trying to give them a long leash and let them still live an independent life, but it feels a little bit like, are they gonna text me when you get home so I know that you're safe? Like it's that type of, it's like checking in on someone who I think is like I'm wanting to say they almost have like superiority above you, but it has to do with more of like a family dynamic too, so it could even be an older sibling. All right, and then you have the Nine of Pentacles. All right, let's see. So the father thing may be its own storyline. If that's the case, let's just, I don't know, what is the deal there? Because that seems so specific, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, something to do with saving money that you might need later, and the World. Yeah, okay, so there is some sort of narrative unfolding with the whole father figure storyline. It's like they're entering a new stage in their life. They're entering a new chapter. I don't know if maybe they need to be in assisted living or something like that, but it's saying money is going to be a priority. So you may need to just be aware of that and look out for that. Because, and I don't mean this in a negative way or a scary way or anything. It's just simply a statement. It's like things are changing here. It's not going to be the same when you get the World card, because you've been through a lot of struggles and obstacles, and it's like birthing yourself out to the new. So there's some sort of new circumstance or change of life, or like there's a new chapter going on here where things are different. And so give yourself compassion and time and patience, because there's going to be a bit of an adjustment period, maybe for the person involved too. So anyway, that's one storyline. We're going to move on from that. All right. So others of you, this seems like questioning if it's the right time to be in a commitment. Here's the thing. I think someone is pursuing you hardcore, Capricorn. It could be a Taurus. It could also be a Leo, a Cancer, a Virgo. And you're kind of like, am I ready to be in a committed relationship, or maybe, commit to it further with the Hierophant? Am I ready to actually move in with my significant other? Are we going to get married? Like there's that type of, like getting comfortable with it. I see you talking with your friends about it. You have like a chatty Gemini friend, or a chatty, I don't know who else that would be. All the signs can be chatty, don't get me wrong, but I heard Gemini. It's like you're talking about it with your confidant, with your co-pilot, or maybe not co-pilot, but your bestie. You're talking about like future plans, and am I ready for this, and blah, blah, blah. All right, so how is Capricorn feeling about this person? I can already tell you're going to have cross watchers on this reading. That's what it feels like. The Empress. It's so funny. It's like this person treats you amazing. This person like rolls out the red carpet for you, and you are the one who has hesitations. You're just like, I don't know if I'm ready for this. Capricorn. All right. So how are you feeling? I think you acknowledge that they treat you very well. You might be worried that this person is a little bit needy or codependent. In fact, I think that's very important here. I think that's very important. Because the energies that you have coming through, you have Taurus energy, which again, I'm going to give you high and low vibe, right? Because I have no bias for any of the signs. Every single sign has terrible qualities and every single sign has amazing qualities. When the cards appear next to each other in a certain way, Taurus, wonderful quality. If you're looking for commitment and stability, boom, get yourself a Taurus. However, if you're looking for freedom and independence and like a friends with benefits, Tauruses generally speaking, want to lock it down. They like tradition, right? So that can sometimes foray into like controlling relationships, right? And so it's just the vibe of this card is like the one who's being treated like the Empress. Whether you're male or female, Capricorn, I think that's you. You're almost looking at this person who's like, oh, let me help you get your coat. Let me do this. Let me dust this off for you. And, tighten your backpack straps, like that kind of thing. You're kind of looking at them like, okay, like you're breathing down my neck. Like they're coming on too strong. That can be very like Cancerian energy too. And again, love me, my Cancers. Beautiful, have so much love to give, but like they also want to mother. It's in their nature. It's in their instincts. They're moon ruled signs, right? It's like they want to mother and tend to you and just, they want to do that thing where you're like, I feel like I'm dating my mother or something like that, right? It's like they have their nose in your business, and it comes from a place of like, I just want to love you fully and I can't help you if I don't know what's going on. It's like, but the thing is, I think like, I don't need help. Like I'm good. Like I'm very independent. I don't know why this person is coming in trying to rescue me. Capricorn, this is funny to me because it's like, it's kind of like jaded. It's just like, this person effing loves me and I don't get it. Yeah, we should all be so lucky, Capricorn. Count your blessings. No, but I mean, you can't fake it, right? Either you like this person or you don't. Here's the thing. I think you do. I think you are warming up to the idea of it, which doesn't sound romantic or sexy, but here's the thing. The cards you have are so high vibe right now. I think this is one of those things where you guys are going to look back and laugh because, you're going to be exchanging wedding vows, and at your ceremony, you're going to be like, yeah, so, I was interested, or your person's going to be like, I was interested in Capricorn for like 5 months, and they just kind of kept me at arm's length, and now we're married. Like, it's that type of, like, you had to... I don't know if it's past stuff coming in and you're making assumptions about this person of, they're going to act the same way my ex did. My ex was super codependent and controlling, or I don't know, maybe it's the opposite. It's like I always get into relationships where, people leave me and reject me when I fall in love with them. So like I kind of have to be a little bit distant, and like it's almost like I'm going to reject them before they reject me. Is this too good to be true? There's a couple things coming through. But yeah, for most of you, Capricorn, you seem to be the one who's a little bit like, I gotta think about this. So perfect transition. What is Capricorn thinking about this person? What is Capricorn thinking about this person? You're like suspect. You're like, why are they so good to me? You're thinking about a Cancer. Yeah, a lot of you are dealing with a Cancerian. I feel it. It feels like Cancer energy. They're a snack, and I love snacks. That's what Cancer always says. Let's see. All right, what's going on? This is like such a bizarre reading. I see, like, I don't have any self-sabotage cards. But part of me is like, you are trying to make yourself look difficult, or I'm having trouble phrasing this in a way, but you're doing things to needle this person in a way to get them to give you more space. It's like you're trying to be a little bit off-putting so that you have some breathing room. Does that make sense to any of you? And the thing is, I don't even know if you're aware that you're doing it. It's like, rather than just telling this person, hey, like, you're coming on really strong and like, I like you, but like, can we like pump the brakes? Instead, it's like I don't know if you're like kind of giving them these backhanded criticisms or compliments, or like you're doing a couple things to kind of almost like claim your territory of like, don't get too close to me because I can be mean. Capricorn, I've never had a reading like this in my life. It's very unusual. And yet, like, but you're not breaking up with this person though, or you're not, it's like I don't know, maybe you're giving them the cold shoulder a little bit, because here's the thing, I see through the psychology of this, Capricorn. I'm not saying this is all of you. It might not be your message. If it's not, it's not. Sorry. The psychology behind this though is like, you're testing them. You're testing them that if I do this, or if I say this thing, that comes off as kind of harsh or brash or a little bit cold, and they run away, well, good, because, you know, they weren't my person and I knew it all along. It's like, I'm wanting to say inappropriate things to you, but it's like, why are you being a you-know-what to this person who really likes you? Because of like your own stuff that's like triggering, like, oh, well, this is too good to be true, and everybody does this to me and sweeps me off my feet and then they leave me. It's like you're putting this person through the ringer, and yet they're still showing up for you like, hey babe, do you need anything? Capricorn, this is ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. I don't know. I mean, you're thinking about a Cancer for some of you. You may also have plans or a trip in your future. This person may have asked you to go on some sort of little weekend expedition with them. Okay, Capricorn. Your spirit guides, or whatever you believe in, God, source, spirit, whatever, angel gang, they're looking at you like, what the heck, Capricorn? Like, you're trying to manifest love. We're giving you this person, and like you're running away from it, or you're being difficult. You're being difficult. This is so funny. It's not funny. The poor cross watchers are like, yes, that is exactly what they're doing. All right. What is holding Capricorn back here? Like, okay, in all seriousness, I'm going to refocus my energy because this is such a bizarre storyline. I've never had a tarot reading like this. Like, usually if you don't like the person, you know, you get like the 7 of Swords, 9 of Wands, 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. This is just like, yeah, like they're really nice to me. Like, I don't know why they like me so much. So what does that point out? Like a lack of self-love? Like, I'm trying to refocus here. What's going on? What is holding Capricorn back in this? And here's the thing. If you really didn't like them or have feelings for them, I think it's just as easy as being like, hey, like, I'm not into this anymore. Or like, let's just be friends. Or like, hey, you're really cool and I like you a lot. I'm just, you know, whatever, you know, I'm not in a good place to date, blah, blah, blah. You know, you make something up so that you don't hurt their feelings, and end of story. But you're not doing that. So that's the thing. Like, you're still kind of contemplating it or considering it. And so are you keeping them warm? Capricorn, is that it? Are you keeping them warm because you have other options, but the other option isn't necessarily panning out, and so you're kind of like, well, I don't want to lose my whatever, Taurus, Cancer, Libra, whoever this is. It doesn't really matter. What's holding you back? The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you have it made in the shade. Is that the expression? That feels very Capricorn, made in the shade, the shadow stuff, right? The darkness. Capricorn thrives in the darkness. You have the upper hand. You have the decision here. And I'm not saying all of you have options. And here's the thing. I'm not even saying that you are like, I'm not even saying that there's like a cheaty energy here. I don't even get that. I think you have your eye maybe on something else, and it is possibly with a Leo, and it's not necessarily transpiring or materializing or panning out. Meanwhile, you have this person who's just like, you know, throwing roses at your feet and kissing your feet and all that. And you're kind of like, well, now I have this conundrum. Like, I have this this golden coin. I have this thing I want to offer to someone. And like, there's someone I'd like to offer it to who probably isn't accepting. And then there's someone else who's just like, please let me have your gold coin. I love you. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you do have the upper hand here because you have the choice and the option, but the Knight of Pentacles is very slow to move. There's something about like a disbelief or too good to be true or assuming that things aren't going to work out here. The 5 of Swords, yeah, because you got played in the past. You did give your heart to someone. You did let your guard down. You did express your truth and be vulnerable and share deep stories and emotions and history and whatever. And you felt like you got stabbed in the back, or you felt like somebody played you. And so maybe you're still getting over that, right? So you may be apprehensive to get into a new relationship. Okay, I think that's what this is too. If you're not dealing with like a person that you're waiting to hear back from and you're kind of playing the field, which again, you can do. There's nothing wrong with that as long as, you know, the truth is on the table, that you have options, or that you're not looking to like lock anything down. You know, you're casually dating, right? That's how we say that. That's a diplomatic way of like, yeah, you're not the only one. It could be that you are still sort of getting over your ex or any sort of relationship or something in your life that was just a tough patch or a rough patch, right? And maybe you're enjoying your independence. Maybe it's like you've been really focused on your work or your family, or my ears started ringing when I said that. Interesting. Something to do with your house. You know, you're building your best life independently without necessarily a close collaborator or a romantic partner, right? And now it's like, honestly, that's what this feels like. It's like something gets dropped into your lap and you're like, now? Like, the timing of this is very weird because I just decided I'm going to be single for the next year. And now all of a sudden I'm connecting with this person who, I got to be honest, the vibe here is that they're treating you like royalty and they cannot wait. They cannot wait to build a future with you. But yeah, what's holding you back is Five of Swords. Five of Swords is Venus and Aquarius too. We're in Aquarius season now. Happy Aquarius season. Happy belated birthday. Aquarius, like you, Capricorn, is a Saturn-ruled sign. And just the way I typically read to the, Five of Swords, it's like, I want to love you from afar. Like, I want to love you with maybe a little bit of distance and, again, breathing room. Like, I want this to be maybe a relationship where we don't always play by the traditional rules of things. Like, maybe we're not going to move in together for quite a while, but it doesn't mean we're not going to hang out a lot. Like, there's something about this, like, I need to approach this differently because that's my comfort zone, Venus. And then Aquarius is like, the maverick, the unique storyline, the rebel, there's something unusual or unexpected with the Aquarian energy. So when you put Venus in that, I also think it's saying unexpected love. It's like love may come in when you least expect it. And when it does, you're kind of taken aback. Like, I don't know. It's like you're blown away by the timeline. You're like, I just got this promotion at work. Like, I had my hands full. Like, how, I don't have time to date. And this person's like, that's okay. Like, we'll meet up whenever it's good for you. And you're like, oh God, they're making it so easy for me though. Like, why are they doing it? Anyway. This is funny to me, but I'm also kind of feeling bad for your person. I mean, I'm feeling bad for you for a certain extent too, or not feeling bad. I don't mean that condescending, but like you got some inner stuff that's holding you back from really like expressing what's going on inside of you. So on the off chance that you're watching this still and you're like, yeah, but I don't like that person. That's the problem. Why do you think they're showing up in your life then? Is there something that they're meant to teach you? Are you guys meant to be friends? Is it illuminating things about yourself and your own fear of intimacy, your fear of commitment? And those aren't things I typically associate with Capricorn, but I'm just, I'm throwing it out there. You're right, the maverick, the unexpected. So what's going to help Capricorn move forward in this dynamic, find their willpower, action to take? What are they being asked to embrace here, ultimately? Whoa, too many cards. I see the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, what do you see your future looking like in a relationship? What do you want to build with somebody? Who do you want to build with? What are the absolute essential bare minimum qualities, right? And then from there, let's grow the vision and grow the dream. But do they meet your standards? Do they meet like the requirements? I don't know if that's the best way to phrase it, but it's like, do they tick some of the boxes? If they do, then maybe it's worth considering. And again, I'm not biased here. If you don't want to date this person, don't date this person. But I think it's important to ask if this person is showing up for you and kind of rolling out the red carpet and treating you like royalty, which that's what I see here. Why are you so quick to dismiss it? That points out something that needs to be looked at inside of you in some capacity. Maybe it needs to be healed. Maybe there's just an acknowledgement of something there. Maybe you tend to attract people who are super clingy or codependent. And again, why do you think that is? I think it's just worth asking the question. So what is going to help them move forward, please? What do they need to embrace? Okay. The Six of Swords and Strength. This person is going to show up for you in your time of need. And I'm almost getting this as like a future prediction, which is not what I was reading for, but I'm going to keep going with it. This person's going to get you out of some sort of tricky situation or some sort of bind. It's almost like your car breaks down and they come pick you up and give you a ride. There's something where they come to your rescue. Even after you've kind of treated them like crap a little bit. I'm going to say it. That's for some of you. And it's sort of going to, I'm hearing drop the mask. It's like drop the guys. There's going to be some sort of conversation you have with this person that isn't forced. It arises very organically, where I think you start to reveal who you are under this kind of armor that you've been wearing because you don't want to be vulnerable or you don't want this person to know everything about you or see who you are or what you're really feeling. I think you do. I think you're kind of interested in this though, but I don't know if it's self-sabotaging or what. Anyway, Six of Swords, I don't know. I see this as a card of progress. Like there's two people in that boat. I think you're moving forward with this. Again, this may involve multiple Leos as well, especially someone who's cuspy with Cancer Leo. Some of you, I think you are still holding on to the idea of a past relationship and what used to be, even though it's not necessarily in your life anymore. I think a lot of you are having karmic connections with Leos right now. And especially like ones that maybe didn't work out. And so it's blocking you from pursuing things with other people. And I think you're asking, am I ready to let go of, and I'm sorry I'm being so specific. I don't usually get it this specific, but for a lot of you, it's like, am I being asked to let go of my first Leo, my ex-Leo, so that I can embrace some sort of new beginning with someone who is like, they're showing up for me instantly, no questions asked. Like they're on the hot pursuit of Capricorn here, right? I think that is something you're being asked to at least lean into or consider or embrace. And again, maybe there's multiple Leos. Maybe there's an old one and a new one. But for some of you, it's like you have to let go of an old Leo. I also think, okay, cool. There's another layer of psychology to this. This is why I love tarot. This is why I love it. There's also something here about loving the chase and the pursuit of something. That's very Capricorn energy, right? It's like anything that's worth investing in, it's not just going to fall into my lap. It's not going to come easily. Like I'm going to have to fucking roll up my sleeves and blood, sweat, and tears it. And then I'm going to earn really good love. And so when quote unquote love or whatever this is, opportunity comes to you unexpectedly and you didn't really have to work for it, you're very quick to dismiss it as, oh, well, it can't be anything substantial. It'll never last. Because it's like you've written it in your brain that everything I do, and I'm not saying you're doing this consciously, but it's like everything I do involves struggle. Nothing comes easily to me. So when something does, I'm very quick to dismiss it or just move right on. I think that's very interesting, Capricorn. I do. It's like this, I think you've been manifesting this because of all the other work you've been doing in your life, and in any sense of the word, caring for family, kicking ass at work, being in past relationships that maybe they didn't work out for some reason, but you certainly learned something about yourself in the process. And so, yeah, this comes possibly unexpectedly at maybe a weird time, but it's very easy. It's very cushy. And I feel like the universe, again, it's like I see your guides being like, Capricorn, like, are you kidding me? Like, you've earned this. Why are you not at least pursuing it or digging a little deeper to see what's up with this person? Because, like, I'm going to say it, like, they love you. And so does it have to do with, are you deserving of it? Is that the issue too? It's like, if I didn't have to work for it, I haven't earned it. Like, I don't deserve people who just love me without expectations. Like, there always has to be some sort of expectation in my relationship because, like, again, for some of you, it's like there's a self-sabotage. Like, once they get to know me, they're going to change my mind. They're going to change their mind about me, and then they're going to reject me, and they're going to leave me, and I'm going to get my heart broken. So, like, I may as well just, like, cut it off at the pass because I can't deal with that right now. Careful of that. I think you are creating fictional storylines and scenarios in your head. I think you're projecting the past onto the future, and yeah, that's not helpful. Hopes, dreams, wishes. What? Okay, yeah. So tell me, what is Capricorn actually hoping to get from this? Because it's coming up in your energy, Capricorn. So something about this needed to be seen. Hopes, dreams, and wishes. Hopes, dreams, wishes regarding this scenario. The King of Pentacles. Interesting. So this Knight of Pentacles has potential to make a bigger offer. You want to break bread with them? You want to invite them out for coffee and tea? King of Pentacles to the Nine of Swords. This King of Pentacles has a little bit of anxiety. just a tad bit. Nine of Swords. I think that's Mars in Gemini. So again, it has more to do with the unhelpful thoughts that we tell ourselves when we don't offer ourselves love and compassion, when we tend to be critical of ourselves, when we tend to punish ourselves for things we've done in the past. It's funny, I just heard past lives. Interesting. I think you're dealing with a karmic, and then I'm not saying this isn't karmic too, but this just has so much more potential. It's like everything's lined up beautifully, and you're like, meh. Quit being such a curmudgeon, Capricorn. I just lost all of you by saying that. Sorry. It had to be said. Maybe this is a cross-watcher reading too. It feels like it. Because here's the thing. Very often when I do tarot readings, it's not uncommon. In fact, it's usually the majority of the time. We show up as the hero in our own story. And I hate to say it, but I mean, if you've made it this far, it's no secret. Like, you're the one who's being difficult here, Capricorn. And I'm sure you have your reasons. Again, like I'm team Capricorn. I'm team everyone here, but like I don't know. I just read the cards, man. I just read the cards. What is the outcome here? What is the outcome? In fact, let's do that. I did the same thing for Libra. What's the outcome for this past person? It's like the one that you want the offer from and it's just not budging. Will anything come of that? Again, possibly a Leo, a Virgo, maybe a Cancer. Something earthy, Taurus, I don't know. What's the deal with that? 3 of Pentacles. So here's the thing. I think with that connection of the past, there's multiple people involved, or they've moved on. Like they may be building with someone else and maybe you guys are still friends. Maybe you're still in connection, but like that connection feels complicated to me. And it feels, there is something maybe like controlling about that. Okay. That's a sensitive topic. I can tell. Okay. I feel like in the past, someone may have told you that you were controlling in a relationship and that really hurt you. And that's something that you are very sensitive to and aware of when you go into relationships. Interesting. Okay. And then, so outcome with the person who's like rolling out the red carpet for Capricorn here. Again, that could also be Cancer. That could also be Taurus. That could be Libra. That could be a new Leo. That could be another earth sign. It doesn't really matter the sign. The 3 of Wands. Waiting. Okay, so I don't think you're jumping into this immediately. So here's the thing. You're never going to miss out on what is truly meant for you. The universe will find a way to get you guys to collaborate. I think you may let this pass you by a little bit because, it may not have arrived to you in divine timing. Well, it did arrive to you in divine timing, but it may not have arrived to you at a time where you were ready to embrace something new, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think you can rush the healing process, and maybe that's what some of you, maybe that's your goals is to kind of get out of this headspace that isn't healthy so that you are setting yourself up to be in a better position to be in a relationship, you know? And here's the thing with King of Pentacles energy, it is long term. It's like someone who wants commitment, wants to make the history books, wants to lock it down, wants wifey or husband material, right? Whatever it is. This is very interesting. Like this is going to become one of those readings like months from now. This person is going to show back up in your reading and you're going to be coming to them. There's a lot of storylines here, guys. There's the ex that you might not be over, or maybe you are over them, but it did some psychological damage. Like you learned about the process of things and it was just like, ooh, that hurt a lot or a little. Then you have this person coming in and maybe it's too much. Maybe they're coming on too strong. It's like lovey-dovey, wifey, husband, like let's, you're my person, let's 10 of cups this shit. Like let's run away together and have a magical fairy tale life. And you're just like, what? So there's that. Then I think there's something else coming in for you that you are probably going to pursue, but it's going to be like a date or 2 or 3, or maybe you date them for a couple months. Then here's the thing. I think you're going to go back to this one. I think you're going to go back to like the one that was too much, because here's the thing. Maybe it is. Maybe that's a lesson this person needs to learn too, is maybe they are a little bit codependent or they are a little suffocating. And so by matching up with you, they're going to, you guys are going to impact each other and go your own ways. And then maybe you guys are going to revisit this and they're going to be a little bit less breathing down your neck, and you're going to be a little more warm and open to the idea of opening up to this person and seeing what's up. That's what I think is what's happening. There's something to do with 3 very significant relationships or 3 very significant people or connections here. And yeah, Wheel of Fortune. There are options available to you, but you have to be ready to embrace them. And when you show the universe that you're ready, they will bring this person back around. And by that, I mean, like, it's going to be possible for you to connect with them again. It doesn't mean they're going to fall into your lap again, because that already happened. It's not like they're just going to come out of the blue, out of, hermit mode, knocking on your door like, okay, you're ready for me now? Though you'd be surprised that, they may shoot you a text out of the blue and it's like a sign that, okay, yeah, I think I am ready to pursue this. Others of you, it's saying, maybe you get their number, maybe you go out once, whatever, you go date someone else, you do this, you focus on your job. And then it's like, all right, if you're ready to pursue it, it's available. So maybe you're the one who initiates, Capricorn, like to revisit this and be like, hey, what's up? I was thinking about you. Let's grab coffee. And here's the thing. Will this person meet up with you for coffee? Yeah, they absolutely will. 10 of Swords. Yeah, there's like a necessary ending or endings that lead to some sort of new like rebirth of and more certainty too of who you are and what you want and what you're willing to accept, what you're willing to tolerate, and things that it's like you want to strive for them. It's like something, qualities, ideals in a person you put up on a pedestal, but by doing that, it's almost like you are believing that it's inaccessible to you. But here's the thing, you're the mountain goat. You can reach anything, right? You can ascend the mountain. So it's like anybody that you see is, oh, they're too good for me. They love me too much, whatever. Like that's a weird way of looking at it, but it's like you can get there very easily, Capricorn. Okay, anyway. Oracle card for Capricorn. Grasshopper spirit. Take a leap of faith. That makes me think of the Fool. In a good way, like the Fool, the tarot card. I don't know why. Taking a leap of faith. And then 30 Empress vibes, the 3, right? Okay, let's read about this. Okay, Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Right now, you are poised to jump up into the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have ever imagined. When Grasshopper spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. For Grasshopper spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not, and has faith in the powers of co-creation. You are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship, or situation. Take risks for abundance in all forms will show up to you. Take risks for abundance in all forms will show up to you. Wondrous things await when Grasshopper spirit appears. You are not going to go backwards, so listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence, for Spirit has so much in store for you if you only take the leap of faith. Love that. Wearing a crown, too, no less. I think this has to do with like a divine partnership. I do. All right, Cap. Let's throw some zodiac signs on it. What's up? What's up? Who wants to show up in Capricorn's reading? Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn. You might be dealing with another Capricorn. We'll roll one more. We got Taurus here twice. Scorpio again. So you got a lot going on the Taurus-Scorpio axis. That makes sense. Signs that trine and sextile Capricorn. I get it. And then Sagittarius. Ooh, that feels very unexpected. I like that though. Yeah, why not? All right, Capricorn, that's what I got for you. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, book a personal reading if you want something catered more to your personal individual energy. Thanks for showing up here, and I will see you soon for more tarot. Bye, guys.